show you how it's done. Okay, let's go. Let's get there. So all I wanted to do was film myself putting a picnic table on the side of the van, and I was raided by the police. I didn't realise that I'd actually driven into a police stakeout.
Go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise.
There's some strange things that happen.
Down in the woods today, you'd better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was will gather there.
I'd only been there for a short amount of time. I didn't realise that I'd actually driven into a police stakeout, and they were staking out a white van with solar panels on the roof, okay? So this is the police swooping on location, and yeah, they went straight to my van door with a camera and started filming me with their chest videos, asking me what I was doing there, interrogated me a bit, told them I'm just having something to eat. I mean, what's wrong with that? I decided to go on a location where it was quiet, picnic area, yeah, nice little quiet park, no broken glass in the car park. So it's everything's safe, everything's good. Anyway, I rocked up on this episode. It's only just supposed to be a how to, install a fold-out picnic table. So drove there, all planning to film this video for you guys. And yeah, I got there and had a little bit to eat, and I was just about to begin the process of installing and filming the picnic table, fold-out picnic table, on the sliding door. I've put it on the sliding door, not on other locations. That's where I chose was best for me. I haven't seen many people do this, so it's a little bit unique. But the other unique thing was, when I got myself settled in the park, I'm sitting right here, doors open, sitting right here, minding my own business. The next thing you know, Dick Tracy style, a bloody car comes in, and then a police car comes racing in, just in my sight, comes out, and they come right up to the door, and the policeman had a big, camera in his chest, and he goes, "What are you doing here?" And I went, "Having something to eat." Yeah. And he said, Why are you here? And I went, "What country am I in?" I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I didn't want trouble, but they were very aggressive. Anyway, turns out they get even more cranky because they realised I wasn't the bloke they were looking for. And apparently there was a guy in the corner of the park that I noticed that was there, parked in his car, or it was like a little station wagon. And he's a bit nosy, and I just ignored him. I thought, oh, well, just a nosy guy. I don't want nothing to do with you. I just want to do my filming here. Anyway, turns out, I sort of worked it out, that he was an undercover policeman. He'd told them, "Hey, the bloke's rocked up. Come in now," or whatever he did. And they come swooping in like I was Australia's most wanted. And, and I was Australia's most unwanted. Oh, and they blew their cover, and they blew their stuff, and they were so pissed off with themselves. And they should have apologised to me, though. They didn't. But anyway, that's what happened. So, you know what happened there? Let's get on with what we were supposed to be doing, and installing a fold-out picnic table on the sliding door on the van. Viewers, welcome to this episode of Stay Awesome Van Life. I bought a fold-out picnic table, and the install is to be released today on International Picnic Day. Can you believe it? Anyway, I hope you enjoy the episode. Okay, step number one decide the location of your fold-out picnic table. Make sure it doesn't obstruct the path of the sliding door, or when the barn door's open, doesn't crash into it. Pick a good spot. And double check your measurements before you purchase the table. There's an easy way or a hard way to do this install. You can either have a Phillips head screwdriver or a long shanked Phillips head drill bit, which is so much easier. Try and use it so you don't have to struggle. So you have your drill, your 1/8 inch drill bit for your holes. You'll notice I use the line in the bodywork to gauge the level of the fold-out picnic table. Make sure you place some blue tape over the plastic below where you're drilling so no shards get behind the plastic bumper on the actual van exterior. You don't want rust. I also had a magpie supervisor. He kept an eye on me, this little friendly fella. I've made sure I didn't follow this procedure in chronological order because I want you to get a good vision of what you've got to do. So you watch the video to the end and you'll be sure that you've crossed all the T's and ticked all the I's. Now for the next step. Showing the drill going into the metal. Here we go. So just a little bit of slight pressure. Don't put too much pressure on because you don't want to, like I said, drill through the mechanism. Now, these things are $135 from eBay. Really, it is an easy install. You just got to put the frame up. It's got the holes in it. Nico pen. Mark your holes. Now, obviously, you've got to get the spot where you got it straight and line it up with a crease on the actual van door or wherever you're going to put it. And then drill maybe the top 4 holes. So hold it, drill the top 4 holes or top 2 holes, maybe 4. Put the screws in. Have your folding picnic table. You've got to fold the door out. The holes are inside. Drill the holes, put 2 screws in, make sure it's level, you're happy with it. Okay, so you've got your 2 screws in, mark the rest of your holes. Now, they may not go through because you might have a little crease in your door, you know, in the moulding. I've got 2 screws in here, but what happened was when I marked it out, you might miss some screw holes with your pen. Take it off. Drill your holes, and if you've missed bits because of the pen wouldn't go as far as the crease or the moulding, just put it back on again. Drill some light holes so you got your places marked. Don't get it mixed up with other dots you might have on the van, for Christ's sake. You don't want any holes that you don't need to drill. Anyway, drill them in, get your screws, put it on. Okay, now you've made sure you got it on. Next move has got to be, check it all out, undo the door, put the door back up, make sure everything's right, make sure your sliding door opens, make sure your sliding door closes. Okay, so you're all kosher, everything's good. Now, next step, you've got to put your Sikaflex. Listen carefully, the table is put on and taken off twice. At this point I decided to change location, as I'll explain at the end of the video. And I'll have it right there. You can have a look at the Sikaflex, the model you need, the ingredient you need. Get that and have it ready. Have your glue gun, have your little cap on the front, snip a little bit off, only a tiny bit. Don't have a big heap of Sikaflex, you don't want that. Now, next move is you've had your panel back up, your fold out picnic table is back up. Get some blue masking tape and tape around all the edges. And now you remove the table so you can seal the inside rim before you reinstall it inside the tape. Where the little crease is, or your little change in moulding, if you've got the same as me, just put a little bit extra in there before you put the fold-out picnic table back up. Now, glue around your picnic table, as I am right here. like I'm doing right there.
Okay, ready to seal it.
Glue around with the Sikaflex. Only a light bead of it, not too much. Okay, you don't want that. You don't want to be doing that because you're going to have Sikaflex everywhere, and that's the last thing you want to do. It's just the little holes that are going to be sealed up by what you do anyway, and there's little grooves around the interior of the actual fold-out picnic table frame that you can see that you need to bead around. So bead around those the little grooves. Okay, you've done that. Only just one round, not 2 rounds, just 1 round. Now, have 2 screws ready. Put yours, because you're going to put it on now. So, okay, put it on. Have 2 screws already sticking out so you can see the exact holes. Get them in. So the inside rim of the frame is going to be put onto the skin of the door, and the Sikaflex is on. I have 2 screws sticking out at the top. I'm going to put them straight into the holes so I don't get any mess, any Sikaflex where it doesn't have to be. Do not get the Sikaflex and the weep holes at the bottom of the table, those 2 holes. And then screw them up, and then just go around and put all the other screws in the holes. Okay, you've done that. You haven't lost a screw yet, because if you have, you might have to go and find one, because that's what I did. Anyway, so you've done that. You've got it on. Just screw it on lightly. Now, you've got to look at your edges, because obviously just keep tightening the screws like you do a car tyre. Just keep... So now you have the table screwed and Sikaflexed to the skin of the sliding door. Keep tightening them, not too much, until you've just got it flush with the best you can on the edge of the door. Now you need to get your Sikaflex and run a bead around the outside. Now remember, you've got your masking tape there, so any overflow is going to go onto the masking tape. When you peel the masking tape off, it'll be gone. You'll have a nice neat finish. Okay, so you've done that. Now, you've done the bead around. Now, where you see any like imperfections or you want to have it looking classy, lick your finger and just run it over the Sikaflex. Have a little wipe there, maybe wipe that off. Lick your finger again, go round the Sikaflex. Lick your finger again, go round that way. And try and go from the top down, and then underneath, you're going to have to get on the ground, look up, lick your finger, go along, and if there's any tiny little holes that you've missed or whatever, just put a little bit of Sikaflex in there, lick your finger, and then you'll have a nice professional finish. So I hope this helps you, and I tell you, I really like it. I know that I've paid a little bit of price with stealth value on the passenger side, but on the driver side of my van, I have not got any real fittings that stick out. There's nothing. There's not even a window. So I've kept it stealth on the driver's side, so when you're parked on the curb, the left side, the passenger side, yeah, you pick straight away, yeah, it's a camping van, but but the other way, if people are just driving past and you're parked on the side of the road, it doesn't really stand out. But that's what you've got to decide. Do you want to stay stealth or whatever, or do you want to be really comfortable? And I've traded off for this convenience, comfort, and I think it's really good too for when people open their doors up in the car park. They're not opening the door up on your door. They're going to open it up on the picnic table. So, and if anything ever happens to the picnic table, you can easily go and get another one off eBay. There's one warning on it, and this is one caveat. I wouldn't have it out when you've got kids around, because kids will look at it and go, that's a seat, and they'll sit on it, right? And it says on there, there's a warning, can only take 30 kilograms. So the warning's there. Now, I wouldn't leave this unattended. The reason being, it's got a maximum safe working load of 30 kilograms. You know the score. So if you've got kids around, just have something on the table. But if the kids aren't around, don't have nothing on the table, because some kid or some dubbo is going to come along and see it and go, oh, I want to sit on that. And you're going to go, you mongrel, because they'll break it, obviously. So it's a table, it's not a seat. There's a little warning written on it. So when it's not in use, lock it up. It's got 2 locks on it. You do have a backing plate that goes in here. Whether you want to use it or not is optional. I don't really want to, but yeah, it just sticks in there. So that's an option you can have. There she is, done, guys. I just couldn't see the value for my project to actually put that backing plate in. Unless you had some damage you were trying to hide on the panel or whatever, I just couldn't see the value in it. If anyone has any other ideas about it, leave a comment, but I didn't want to use it. Now it's time to have another adventure on the road with my new table. Yoo-hoo! Now don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification button for more. You've been given the tip on a fold-out picnic table for your van life. Stay awesome.
Go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down in the woods today, you better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for some, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic.
I later learned, this is an end note, that the park where I was raided was a crackdown on this toilet block where guys were catching up with each other that didn't know each other. Oh my lord. So if you found value in this video, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video to anyone who would be interested. It helps the channel get recognised by the YouTube algorithm, and I need help. Bye. For those asking about the 7,000 bodies under Suncorp Stadium episode, it's still in production.